Hello, my fire signs, all my Sagittarius, my Leos, my Aries. I love you guys so much. I hope that Pisces season is going well. As you know, we are in full swing of the Pisces Mercury Retrograde. So since that is happening, a lot of people have been having some difficult lessons resurface. And I think it's time to look at some of our emotional roots to some karmic lessons that we are learning during this retrograde period and what is unhealed, and we're going to learn how to help heal that. And because that this energy is so heavy, we're going to be using my Inner Child Wisdom decks, which is a Pokemon card deck that I chose very specifically. Every single card, programmed each card on its own, and programmed this deck with a lot of intention. Every single card was picked with a very specific intention. I'll get into details of that in a little bit. And then Oracle card from the Card Capture Clo Oracle. So because Mercury retrograde brings things up from the past, we're gonna use the Inner Child wisdom from these decks to get some insight from Spirit about what needs to be healed. The spread is what lesson is coming back, what is the emotional root to the karmic lesson, what should we focus on to learn this lesson or break this cycle, and what to avoid during the lesson, the cycle of this lesson. And then we'll pick the oracle, as I mentioned, from the Clo Oracle. So this is Inner Child Wisdom Oracle. First I'm going to do a general fire spread, and then I'm going to do specifically for Sagittarius, specifically for Leo, and specifically for Aries. And you can find the timestamps in the description box below. I do also suggest to listen to your Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Pisces, because I think a lot of us are learning the same lesson during Pisces season, and because it's a Pisces Mercury retrograde and regressive behavior resurfaces, and since, you know, Pisces, the 12th house, rules, you know, substance addictions, and that's what Pisces was a lot about addictive behavior, either to substances or to a specific person. So I do recommend that you check that out. And like I said, Sun, Moon, and Rising, because a lot of these have been doing some cross-talking. So, all right, let's see. Fire signs. What lesson is coming back in general for fire signs? What lesson is coming back during this Mercury retrograde? All right, we have Flee BB using Wish in reverse and Ghastly in reverse, Sleep Poison. Damn. So this could be about a wish that didn't come true, and like a dream that didn't come true. Sleep Poison in reverse and Wish in reverse. This is something that did not manifest, that you really wanted to manifest, or maybe, you know, something did not work out for you. Let's see what this has to say. When it finds a flower it likes, it dwells on the flower its whole life long. It dwells on the flower its whole life long. It floats in the wind's embrace with an untroubled heart. Aw. Yeah, so I really feel that this is something that didn't manifest, or some wish that hasn't come true, some dream that didn't come true. And it might have been about someone that you thought that you would be with together forever. You know, like, it floats with a carefree heart. What did it say? It floats in the wind's embrace with an untroubled heart. So it's having an untroubled heart in reverse. So I do think that this could be about maybe a heartbreak or something. And, you know, like, it finds a flower it likes, it dwells on the flower its whole life long. So I really think that this is something that you thought was going to be around for your whole life, and it just didn't work out, and your heart is really troubled about it. What's the emotional root? And it's like poison, sleep in reverse. Like, just because that wish didn't come true does not mean that, you know, the dream has to be poisoned. Like, recognize that you have that ability to manifest that somewhere else. Somewhere else. Okay. What is the emotional root to this karmic lesson? Snorlax, toss and turn. So I have a feeling it's like, again, we have some sleepy energy. So it could be, you know, like about this dream or something, but toss and turn about being really uncomfortable. The root is the uncomfortability of something not coming true, of someone not being with you for lifelong. So I feel like the emotional root could be, you know, maybe the abandonment or death of like a family member or a loved one, you know, that's gone. The wish isn't, you know, you're not going to be with them for the rest of your life. And that might be like haunting your dreams, haunting your sleep. You might see this person in your sleep about like the original wound. But you know, like you really toss and turn about this situation. The root is the uncomfortability that stirs up from the initial wound that gets triggered, you know. That's the root, is that feeling. Every time something doesn't work out that you think is going to be forever, it brings you back to that headspace as like a child. Whew. All right, fire signs, damn. What should fire signs focus on to learn this lesson or to break this cycle? Shiftry in reverse using otherworldly realm or otherworldly return. And, wow, and water energy. So, damn. This is some dark energy, otherworldly return that comes back. So you might have, you know, some dark entity or like dark shadow or dark thoughts, you know, that come back, like otherworldly return. I really want to say that this is some, you know, other like worldly creature that visits you, might have visited you through your life, and maybe it is your dream. So maybe that's another thing that some of you guys need to hear, like something is coming back from, you know, the original wound of this pretty scary energy. And it might be like when you sleep, or like sleep paralysis or something, some dark energy, like Shiftry. Look how fucking creepy this guy is. Like, he is someone that you do not want to fuck with. Like, he always gives me the creeps. Not a lot of Pokemon give me creeps, but he does. And otherworldly return, I really do think that this could be a darker entity from, you know, another realm, and the emotions that come along with it. Like, work on the emotional regulation, because I think your emotions getting out of check about things really attract this dark energy to you. You know what I mean? All right, what should fire signs avoid during this cycle of this karmic lesson? Eradicate antibodies. Damn, so like a couple signs have gotten this, but like I have a feeling it could be a person that is a rat, you know. Oh, I forgot to mention how these decks are programmed. If it has 2 attacks and it's in reverse, it uses the bottom attack. If it's right side up, it uses the top attack. If it has 1 attack like this Ghastly and it's in reverse, it's that energy in reverse. Anyway, okay, so you know, I had this for a couple other, and it's like someone who's like a rat coming back into your life. You know what I mean? Like, you consider them a rat, like, ugh. And eradicate is using antibodies. So it could be some sort of like health issue that you need to avoid. Someone who has some sort of disease, or that you consider disease, you know, like that rat energy is what to avoid. And let's see what it says. The webs on its hind legs enable it to cross rivers. It searches wide areas for food. So it could be someone who, you know, wants something from you, who's kind of like a scavenger. Like, avoid that energy and avoid doing that as well. Damn, fire sign. I'm going to ask for one more about that. Can you clarify what to avoid a little bit with that eradicate? Fruitless in reverse and strong energy in reverse. Wow, this is Snowy Drop. This is the only holographic energy or holographic card in my entire tarot deck. So, like, this is really coming out screaming, saying Snowy Drop. Like, it's some sort of emotion, like heavy emotional, like snowy drop that comes on you, and it makes you not strong. Like, it really influences your inner strength, and it hits you so hard. And it's about this emotional regulation. Like, what to avoid is you know, something that's like feeding off of you, like really, you know, put your antibodies up to fight against this, because it really does influence your water and drains you. Like, it makes you not strong. All right, let's see the oracle for fire signs. What is the oracle? Inner child oracle. What do fire signs need to hear? The sword. Holy fuck. This is like the fifth or sixth time that the sword has come out. A lot of signs have been getting this. Wow. Yeah, this is about something either like that you need to one, like, part of this is getting rid of whatever ropes are around your swords, you know, like whatever hindrance you have towards communication, because swords is about communication, about like talking. So whatever is like holding you back from talking about something, and then also knowing when not to speak about something, or maybe to a specific person. And if you're dabbling with some like darker stuff and protecting yourself about, you know, that you need to protect yourself about something maybe that visits you when you sleep or dream, like, you really need to be careful about what you say to it. So create a mantra, and like, don't be afraid to talk about that, like, to somebody, you know what I mean? Yeah, wow. Okay. All right, fire signs. Let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down, and like, leave me some comments and stuff. If it's thumbs down, I might not be a reader, and that's okay. And I bless your journey to find a reader who is. But just know that's a pretty specific read for my fire sign. So I hope that whoever needed it got that. And we are going to move to Sagittarius. And I will say, you know, the more energy that you can send me in your comments and your likes, and by subscribing, the more energy I can put out to you. So, you know, that's how the energy flows around here. So let's take a look at Sagittarius. What lesson is coming back for Sagittarius during this Pisces Mercury retrograde? And it goes into Aquarius, so. Oddish and Volbeat. Wow, Volbeat keeps coming up, so definitely some soulmate twin flame energy. I have a feeling Scorpio had Volbeat. Who else did? One of the earth signs did, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But Luring Glow and Oddish Trip Over, which is the weed Pokemon, and you trip over. We have some like psychedelics, some tripping and stuff, and Luring Glow. So I really feel some like drug energy going on here that is popping up for you, Sagittarius, of whatever is luring you in, you know, that really has that luring glow where you just go into it like a bug to a light, you know. And with the weed Pokemon and trip, it seems like to be a substance. Or it could be someone who is involved with that a lot. You're really, really attracted to this person. Could be soulmate twin flame. And it looks like they're a grass type, that they really enjoy drugs. What is the emotional root of this lesson? What is the emotional root? Double colorless energy. So it's a twin flame soulmate thing, honestly, which is weird. You're the only one who's come out that way, Sagittarius, but it's a soulmate twin flame sort of energy that has kind of dwindled out as double colorless in reverse. Let's ask for one more. What's the emotional root about this? Or it's about like the connection. Ooh, that's too many. Or it could be about a connection in general that's double colorless, like it's drained of the color. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Mime using trick and dangerous energy. So, yeah, the root is that this is some pretty dangerous stuff, and trick, like, this has popped up for a couple signs as well. And someone else got dangerous energy. Who was that? I think it might have been Aquarius or Capricorn, I can't remember. Definitely watch your sun, moon, and rising, because there's a lot of crosstalk between these. But with the dangerous energy, like a dangerous trick, this is someone, you know, the Mr. Mime card says it is adept at conning people. It is said to be able to create walls out of thin air by miming. Like, this is someone who definitely, you know, is able to manipulate someone, maybe someone who's like a magician, and someone who can trick people, who might be a compulsive liar, who might be a narcissist or a gaslighter, like someone who's really into that tricking behavior, and it's dangerous. So you really need to be careful of this connection right now. It's not that they're always gonna be that way, but that's how they are, and it's about that soulmate. Like, have you learned your lesson about this person yet? All right, what should Sagittarius focus on to learn the lesson or to break the cycle? War turtle using waterfall. So I have a feeling it's like, let the water flow out. Pisces season is the perfect time to do it, you know, like let all the water out, let all the emotions out so that you can emotionally process them. Pisces season is the perfect time to do it. Like, you really need to release the emotions, you know, let them flow like that waterfall. What should be avoided during this cycle of the lesson? We have Barabel using yawn and Shinx using roar. So it's like don't, I want to say it's like, don't be lazy about it, but also don't be too aggressive about it. But with Shinx, it's so hard to call that aggressive. I want to say maybe passive aggressive, of being like, yeah, oh, I'm going to roar, but really it's just a yawn. You know, I think that this is something that you need to avoid, kind of this lighthearted energy of like, whatever, like roar. You know, you really need to focus on it. And like, also what to avoid is building this dam, you know, like, don't build the dam, let the waterfall go. I mean, I don't know how clear that message can be. Don't be the Barabel. Avoid doing this. Avoid blocking off the waterfall, you know. And roar, don't yell, which Sagittarius, we know that you love to yell. I have a Sagittarius Mercury, so I know I can be loud as fuck. I'm also Sagittarius rising, but don't yell about the situation, okay? Let's see what this says. It makes a nest by damming streams with bark and mud. It is known as an industrious worker, so really avoid trying really hard, you know, to build that dam in front of that waterfall. Let it all out, baby. Let it all out. What is the inner child oracle for Sagittarius? The through. You gotta go through this. You gotta go through it. You really do. Like, go through this emotions. Let it go through. Do not dam it up. Do not put up that wall. And also, you know, in this of like the emotional root of the situation is these fake barriers that you put up. You know, you mime things and you put up barriers so that you don't let all these emotions out, and that's dangerous energy. You really need to process whatever this twin flame soulmate connection is, or maybe some sort of like drug experience that you had or something like that. Like, you really need to do it, because it's double colorless energy in reverse, and that's dangerous, that you're putting up these walls and barriers and trying to emotionally blockade. Like, you should really focus on letting those emotions out, the waterfall, and don't do that. You have to go through this. Like, your inner child is really telling you very clearly, you have to go through this and get through it. It's like, damn it, learn that lesson. Like, go through it. Okay, Sagittarius, let me know how that was. Thumbs up, comments. You know, the more energy you can give to me, the more energy I can return. And let me know if you like this spread. I think I might do it for all Mercury retrogrades. And now we're going to enjoy the rest of Pisces season, my sweet Saggies, and I hope to see you again. All right, now we're going to do Leos. My la Leos. My la Leos. All right. What lesson is coming back for Leos? That was pretty quick. Double colorless energy. I have a feeling that this is about a connection, like soulmate, twin flame. I'm going to ask for one more. Because it is colorless, so it's about, like, something, it's not over, but it's drained of its color. Yeah, oh my god, mega drain, definitely. For sure, dang growth. Like, it's still growing. You know, we just had in Sagittarius this in reverse, which is about a disconnect with a soulmate, twin flame, you know, and the energy, like, is drained, the color is drained. For you, you're still in this. It's still growing, even though the color has been drained between you, and it's so fucking clear. Mega drain. Like, Leos, the color, the vibration in this relationship is being drained. It's interesting because the only ones to have sort of a romantic aspect to this, or like being connected, is Sagittarius and you, so definitely fire. But yeah, I suggest you listen to Sun, Moon, and Rising, because we're getting a lot of crosstalk and a lot of different kinds of energies. So, ooh, whoa, that wanted to come out. Dropped a few. This is what wanted to come out. Although I'm not sure which way they came out, so I'll read them all like this. That can be upside down or right side up. We have Loudred using Smash, Kick, and Stomp, and Kakuna using Hide or Reverse and Full Heal. So the emotional root of this, of where it takes root, is something that is not healed. This is a wound that has not been fully healed, and it needs some healing for sure. And it's like, whatever this is about, it doesn't look like it's really being talked about, because there is this Kakuna energy of like hiding away, or sometimes hiding away, or one of you hiding away, or maybe you guys both do it. And then also we have the Smash, Kick, and Stomp Loudred. So it looks like someone gets really fucking loud and, you know, crazy, might kick stuff around and get super aggressive, you know, and then the other person just fucking withdraws and hides away. That's the root. And like, this cycle is not healed, and the soulmate twin flame that you're going through, that's the cycle. Whatever you learned from like your early childhood, likely, you know, one of your parents was this way and you would shut down, and now you like mimic that behavior or something like that. It needs to be healed, and that's the lesson that you're learning through your soulmate twin flame right now, and how this is draining. Like, it's drained the connection. It really has drained the connection. All right, what should Leo focus on to learn this lesson or break this cycle? What should Leo focus on? Whoa, that's a little bit too many. Let's, please, only 1 to 3. Whoa. Okay. Shiftry and Electabuzz using Ambush. So it's funny, like, we have Shiftry, which is like a shifty person, using Roll Up. So I have a feeling this is someone who might come by, like, let's smoke a blunt, let's roll up, you know. And Electabuzz in reverse, of like maybe not getting a buzz. I don't know, I get some like, you know what I mean, that sort of energy of or of getting a buzz, but and Ambush. So I have a feeling that there's some, yeah, like dark energy that you really need to ambush with your personal electric energy, which is zapping, and, you know, focus on the solar plexus chakra of expression of self, and ambush this person, this dark person who like is like, hey, let's roll up, and check him out. He is like a creepy ass dude. Definitely someone that you don't want to like fuck with. Like, it's some it's a dark Pokemon, you know, it's a dark energy of what you should focus on, is like really ambushing that and like getting like, and also roll it up, like wrap up the darkness that's happening here. I'm interested to read this too. Okay. By flapping its leafy fan, it can whip up gusts of 100 feet per second that can level houses. Yeah, I feel like it also has to do with that rage. And if this is the rage within you, like you really need to maintain that, not that smash kick or someone who brings that out in you, like, or someone who brings that to you. I mean, like, you really need to focus on that. All right, what should be avoided during this cycle of the lesson? What should be avoided? Wow, I saw this. Hopefully, you know, look back, because when I was shuffling, this was part of the deck that I took out. But anyway, okay, Machoke, Karate Chop. So what to avoid is any sort of physical fights, like fighting in general. This is fighting type, like Machoke is, you know, using their strength, using their body. This is some heavy divine masculine energy. And using Karate Chop, like avoid chopping people, avoid physical violence, avoid fighting in general. All right, and let's see if we have another message. So, its formidable body never gets tired. It helps people by doing work such as moving of heavy goods. So if you have someone who's like maybe a bodybuilder in your life, or, you know, someone who very much, you know, takes this bodily approach to attraction, or like you're super attracted to only their body, or someone is only attracted to your body, you know, and there's not much depth to it. Like avoid that type of connection, avoid that person. Okay. All right, let's see. Should I turn this on? Does that help at all, or does it make it worse? I think it makes it worse. I think we're good. Okay. So let's see the oracle. What is the inner child oracle that Leo needs to hear? We got two. The move and the little. Wow, so it's possible that you could be dealing with a little, like in a sexual way, and could be moving things, moving past that. It could be moving past some sort of cycle that happened, you know, when you were little. And like, as I mentioned earlier about, you know, this is a complete blockage. These, you know, come out this way, and they came out hitting the floor, you know. Like these three, they fell on the floor. So I really feel like this takes root in some sort of like violent or like a very aggressive energy of like smashing, kick, stomp, hide, like, or yeah, hide. Like I have a feeling, you know, it's when you were little and, you know, like you would hide from this and you haven't fully healed it. And you need to learn how to move out of this cycle. You need to learn how to move. And also could be a cycle maybe that you are repeating with a child of yours as well, possibly, or something that you need to break that cycle. But yeah, so that was pretty heavy, Leo. Good luck with this lesson. You know that just because it's a soulmate twin flame doesn't mean that it needs to keep growing. Sometimes disconnects really help from this, you know. And also for those of you who need it, the move, like leave, take your baby and go. Take your baby and go. Let me know how that resonated. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If it's thumbs down, like I said, I might not be a reader, but that was definitely a heavy message to someone. If I'm not your reader, it's okay, but I know someone really needed that one. All right, let's take a look at, by the way, Leo, seriously, good luck with that. And yeah, let me know how it was. As you know, the more energy you send me, the more I can give back. And I hope that the rest of Pisces season goes well, and I hope to see you guys again in another spread. I love you guys. Mwah. All right, now we're going to look at Aries. Damn, I need a little bit of water after that. And I think I'm gonna cleanse the deck right quick. Like, ooh, let's get a little bit of light in here, because that was getting super deep. All right, Aries. Let's do one of these. Aries, what lesson is coming back for Aries? What lesson is coming back for Aries? Wow, Flabby B using wish in reverse. Sagittarius got this as well. So this is about a wish that did not come true. And I think it's about some sort of connection that you had that is broken up. Like the messages, when it finds a flower it likes, it dwells on that flower its whole life long. It floats in the wind's embrace with an untroubled heart. So I have a feeling some sort of connection that you had that you thought was going to be lifelong, you know, that you thought you were going to be with forever, it didn't work out. And, you know, like it goes along the wind with an untroubled heart, but it's that energy in reverse. So I have a feeling your heart is really hurting because something that you thought was going to last a long time, you know, didn't work out. And like I said, Sagittarius had that as well. I suggest listening to Sun, Moon, and Rising as well as Pisces, because I think we're all going through the Pisces lessons. So, all right, what is the emotional root? Double colorless energy. So this is about a partnership, about a soulmate, twin flame thing. And I have a feeling it's something that is still kind of going on. You know, double colorless energy is like, the connection is still there, but it's drained of its energy. You know, it's drained of its light. And it looks like it really has ended. Wow. Fire signs really have very like uniform energy. Leo just had this as well. Or maybe Sagittarius did, but it's like you guys are really getting relationship oriented lessons. Probably because Venus is in Aries, so this is definitely a time where your love life is being activated, no doubt about it. All right, so what should Aries focus on to learn this lesson? You know what, I actually want to ask a little bit more about this emotional root. Twin flame soulmate, what's the root though? Sudden grip and revitalizer. So, yeah, it's about like cloister using sudden grip. So some sort of like emotional like grab happened. And we also have, you know, like revitalizer in reverse of, you know, this connection not coming back to life, not being revitalized. The root also, we have, you know, water energy with, you know, like the alcohol substance card in reverse. So it's possible that some like addictive patterns have come back up for you, like alcohol and drugs, which of course it's Pisces season, you know, who drinks better than a fish? So that is definitely a common theme I've been seeing in a lot of these spreads. All right, what should Aries focus on to learn this lesson or to break the cycle? Roar and Cricketot. Or Shanks using roar and Cricketot using bug hunch. So Shanks, like roar, what you should focus on is watch like how you're roaring, who you're roaring to, like yelling, watch your tone, watch your voice, you know, like Mercury Retrograde is all about miscommunications happening. So really be careful with your words and your roar and like getting too high up there, you know what I mean? Because it is a time of miscommunication. So be aware of that. And bug hunch, like this is listening to your intuition. This is like, listen to your intuition, listen to the hunch that you're getting. You know exactly what is going to happen. Like you have the intuition inside of you, so don't avoid that. Like you really need to focus on your inner voice and your intuition. And a lot of signs have been getting Cricketot as well. And it says when its antennae hit each other, it sounds like music of a xylophone. So really make sure your communication is harmonious. Like when you interact with this person, you know, make it, you know, more musical. Don't be roaring, don't be yelling. Like try to have as harmonious like two bug antennae, you know, like make it like focus on that. Focus on how the communication happens and your inner voice. Like, listen to your intuition. That is coming out very, very clear. And something wants me to read this too. Okay. All of its fur dazzles if danger is sensed. Yes! Wow. All of its fur dazzles if danger is sensed. It flees while the foe is momentarily blinded. Like, that's what you need to do for sure. Like, know that this person, you guys are not harmonious when you talk. Like, it's not harmonious. You know it's going to happen. You have that hunch. You have the intuition. Do not roar towards this person, because, like, literally, when, like, the fur dazzles, if danger is sensed, like, you sense that danger is coming and you really need to, like, get away from it. All right, what should be avoided for Aries? Wow, double colorless energy. Can it be any more clear? It's the only energy where there's two, because it's soulmate twin flame. Like, avoid that connection. Avoid that connection, and they're at the root. They are at the root of this problem, of this cycle that you're going through. You really need to avoid that. Avoid that connection. Plain and clear, Aries. Plain and clear. Unless, this is if you want to break this specific cycle during the Mercury retrograde. If you want to engage, go for it. You know, you have full autonomy. I respect that completely. But the, like, spirit is saying that if you want to break it, this is how you break it. You need to avoid that person. Plain and simple. All right, what is the oracle for Aries? The inner child oracle. Soulmate twin flame roots are difficult. I have one too. It hurts. It hurts. The shield, protect yourself. Definitely. What have we been saying? Like, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. And, you know, you need to flee. Protect yourself. Shield yourself. Do some meditations. Protect your aura. Pray to your ancestors, your guides, to protect you, because you really should shield yourself from this person. Keep a firm boundary away from this person. Okay, dear Aries, thumbs up, comments. Let me know how you liked this spread. I think I might do it for every Mercury retrograde, but let me know. The more energy you send me, the more I can send back. That's how it works. So good luck with this situation, and enjoy the rest of Pisces season, and I hope to see you again for your next reading. Mwah. Bye-bye.